Okay, these are some examples we're just going to go through in the board. I'm going to show you how to write mixed fractions and improper fractions, okay? So we'll start with mixed first. So if you look at the diagrams, what you need to do is you need to count how many holes you have first, okay? That's a complete object or a piece, so it could be a complete pizza, it could be a complete bar of chocolate, or it could be a complete object, okay? So in this case we're using circles. You can pretend they're pizzas. Okay, so I've coloured in the ones to say that we've got them. So I've got one hole here because they're all of them are coloured in, and I've got a fraction. Okay, so the hole, I've only got one hole, so I put 1, make it a big one or a big number. So you can distinguish it between that and a fraction. Okay, and you start with your fraction line, and then for your denominator, which is, you need to count how many pieces the hole has been split into. So in this case there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's split into 4 pieces. So that is your denominator. Okay. Then your numerator is what's left over after you've counted all the holes. Okay. So I've got one hole and I've got 1, 2, 3 pieces left over. So 3 is your numerator. Okay. To write that as an improper fraction, we just start with a fraction line. Again, we count to see how many pieces it's broken into. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 becomes your denominator. And then all you have to do then for your numerator is to count how many little pieces you have all together in all the objects. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so as you can see, for your mixed, you have a whole number and a fraction, and for your improper fraction you have a numerator that is bigger than your denominator. Okay, so we'll try it again with these ones. Again, we count how many holes I've got, so that's 1 hole, 2 holes, so make a big number. Do your fraction line, count how many pieces it's broken into. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this time we have 8 pieces, and then the numerator will be what's left over. So 1 hole, 2 holes, this is what's left over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our mixed fraction is 2 and 5/8. To write that as an improper fraction, again, you do your fraction line, count how many pieces it's broken into, so we know it's 8. Then we count all the little pieces all together. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So it's 21 pieces. Again, for a mix we have a whole number and a fraction, and for our improper fraction we have a numerator that's bigger than the denominator. Okay, so our last example, got a chocolate bar this time. It's divided into 3 pieces. So again we have to count how many whole pieces we have. So we have 1 hole, 2 hole, write a big number, do your fraction line, it's split into 3 pieces, and then we count the pieces that are left over. So 1 hole, 2 holes, we have 1 piece left over, so it's 2 and 1/3. Again, for our improper fraction, we do a fraction line, you pick what it's split into, so again it's 3, and then we count all the little pieces all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So as you can see, again we have a whole number and a fraction for our mixed, and we have a numerator that's bigger than the denominator for our improper fraction. Okay, I'll put up some questions for you to do in the board. Again, you can press pause at any time and have a look at them, okay?